get it as accurate as possible. I am recording part 2, so just FYI. All right, so let me just pick up where I left off. So we talked about extracurricular statement. Again, I will address that if you haven't been able to participate in any extracurricular activities on or off campus, and that could be because of COVID, or it just could be because of life, right? Maybe you are, busy. Maybe you have a job on the side, whether that's full-time or part-time. Maybe you are helping, your parents, or maybe you yourself are a parent, and so you have home life to also deal with on a day-to-day basis, right? So, life in general sometimes just doesn't allow us that extra time to devote for extracurricular activities. So if you don't have the extracurricular or volunteer work under your belt yet, that is okay. What I would suggest to students who've gone through that is maybe here you can talk about, you wish you would have time to participate in things like this. However, due to A, B, and C, you're not able to do so at this time, but in the future, it's something that you are interested in doing. And if you work, even though it may not be considered extracurricular to some folks, it's something that you're doing outside of school. So feel free, if you have a job, part-time or full-time, you can talk about that here as well. That is certainly okay. We really are just trying to see, what's going on in your life, outside of taking your classes, right? And that goes for high school students and college students, right? So this is just a good opportunity to provide you the space to do that. A little further down is our supplemental information. So this is the last essay that you would have to write. Again, 250 words max. And you'll want to talk about financial hardships, why you need a scholarship, anything that you've got going on in your life at home, and it could range from anything here that you see on the screen. It's just your opportunity
You have a couple of.
for us to get to know you best. What was that, Patty?
Sorry, you froze there, Karen.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh boy.
but
Can you
don't
hear
worry.
me?
You could go to the next. Yeah, you could go to the
Okay.
supplemental information.
All right. So supplemental, again, you'll want to talk about any financial hardships, scholarships. Why do you need a scholarship? If you received a scholarship, what would you use it for, right? So anything else that you want us to know about you, this is the opportunity that you're going to want to include, here in this part of the essay. This is how we're going to get to know you best. And you can become as detailed as you want in this part of your essay. Just know that whatever information you write in your essay, that stays within, the scholarship committee, right? So it's private. We know that you're giving us personal information, so we want to honor that and let you know that it stays just within the scholarship committee. And then for the sake of time, last but not least, you will make sure that you need to sign your application and then obviously finish and submit. Once you've submitted your application, you will see that sometimes you have an extra layer that you can do. You do not have to do it though, it's not required, but if you go to opportunities recommended, you should see a short list. This is just a short list of additional scholarship opportunities that you might qualify for. You may not. So I would just suggest going through them. And once you open them up, it'll show you the details about the scholarship. It'll give you a little bit more of a description, and then I'm not done, so there's not an apply button. But once you're done with your app, there'll be a little apply button. If you meet the criteria for the scholarship, please do apply for that. That is it. I want to make sure I honor everybody's time. Do we have any last minute questions before we let you go? And again, thank you for joining us today.